again. Steve here. Just wanted to kind of do a quick video and kind of tell you where I'm at. I think my last video was about a week ago, but wanted to kind of go through, I don't know, my rituals and also what I can feel has happened in the last few months of doing ice baths. This is about almost my fourth month, 3.5 months maybe, of doing ice baths. Today we're at about 39 degrees. I know I've been trying to get it lower, but this chiller I have isn't quite getting it there. It gets me about 37 a lot of times, but 39 is good. It's cold, but it's good. But you saw me when we started. I usually get in with my legs up to my knees or so for about 15 to 30 seconds. That kind of helps me to get over that first hurdle of not wanting to go in, not wanting to get cold, but still making sure I force myself to get in. And after I get there 15 or 30 seconds, then I drop in my whole body, and actually feels great. There's a couple takeaways from this that I've seen in the last few months, and one of them is the initial plunge never gets better. It's always cold, always takes your breath away. It takes me a few minutes, well, not a few minutes, a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds to 45 seconds to get my breath back, start breathing right, get my heart rate down. I usually wear my watch in here and get my heart rate down. I try to get it under 60 while I'm in here. But anyway, that's the first takeaway I get from these, is it never gets better. Some days while I'm in, such as yesterday when I came in, it was about 40 degrees, and after about 2 minutes, I was shivering. I was shaking and uncontrollably. You can't stop it, which is a good sign. That means your body's producing those brown fat cells that help you to warm up your body. But that was the first time in a few weeks that that's happened. Usually I get in and I'm cold. My hands and my feet tend to hurt a little bit, but anyway, it doesn't get better. Each time you get in, it's still, you get that gasp reflex, basically, where you lose your breath because it's cold. But another major takeaway I get from being in these ice baths every day, and I do this every day. I miss if I'm out of town or if I'm traveling. Yesterday I had a birthday party for my grandbaby, and I had to leave early, but I got in early in the morning to make sure I got that in. But some days, when I'm gone for a week at a time, I can't get in an ice bath, so it's a little different. But I do this about every day, and the biggest takeaway, other than the fact that it never gets better when you initially plunge, is the inflammation is virtually gone. Not completely, because nothing completely takes away back or neck pain when you have discs like mine, and surgeries on the back and the neck, but 70 to 75% better, which is better than any surgery you can have that I've had to make it that much better. So that's what keeps me coming in, is that. And so the inflammation that I feel in a lot of areas, not just my back and my neck, but also in my hands and my knees. I've had knee surgeries and such, and so joints tend to have some problems. But since getting in the baths here, those have been a lot better, and I can't quantify it, but a lot better than they've been in the last few years. So that's something that's exciting to me, that makes me keep getting in. Another thing is mood. Mood changes. When my wife was kind of amazed because I'd get out of the bath and I'd come in the house. She goes, "How was it?" Well, my normal reaction is, it's fantastic. It's great. I feel great. And that's something that stays with you for quite a few hours after you've gotten out of the bath, where it's just feels good. I don't know, that's already 5 minutes. I can't believe that. Anyway, I just feel great when I get out. Another takeaway for me is, of course, energy. When I do this in the morning, right now, where it's 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Normally Sundays are pretty relaxing for us. We get our coffee and we go sit by the beach. And then we have a nice breakfast. Usually Sunday's our day. We splurge. We can have bacon, or we can have sausage, or we can have something that's a good breakfast and take our time, have some mimosas, things like that. But I have a lot more energy. I get out, and for 6 or 7 hours, it seems to me, I have a lot more energy. In fact, yesterday I went in, the second time when I got back from my grandbaby's party at about 6 in the evening. It gave me so much energy. I had a hard time sleeping. We watched a couple of shows, and my wife's tired, and I'm not. And I was telling her, I think it's because I came in the bath too late. I'll try not to do that more because I get up so early that I don't want to stay up till midnight. I want to go to bed by 10:30 or 10 o'clock, 10:30. So I'll probably not do a lot of those evening baths, but last night I did one, and because of the traveling, my back was hurting, so I got in. But anyway, that's another major takeaway, is the energy level is just increased. And another one, probably the last one I'll talk about, is cognitively, my ability to find the words that I want to say. And normally my vocabulary is pretty good. In my line of work, I have to be able to communicate. And in the last few years, it's been kind of tough to find the actual words. My mind knows what it's trying to say, but the words that come out sometimes aren't exactly what I wanted. And so what I've been finding, I haven't seen it so much, but my kids, my boys and my wife have been saying, it's my ability to speak to them and find the words to say to them have been greater than they have been in the last few years. So I see that as a plus going into the ice bath. So notwithstanding all the coldness and for me, shivering. Yesterday I shivered a lot. Today not so much, but some days you get in and you shiver and you shiver and you shiver and it's uncontrollable shaking. But today's a nice day. It's sunny out. I feel a lot of the heat from the sun right now. And it's a calm day. We're just gonna hang out, have breakfast, work in the garden, do some other things around the house here. And so stress-wise, the stress levels are low. So anyway, feels great. On Sundays, what I do for myself as part of my ritual, like I told you, I stand in here for 15 or 30 seconds and I dunk in. And after about 10 minutes, usually between 6 and 15 minutes, but usually it's about 10 minutes, I will get out. And only on Sundays I allow myself the ability to get in the jacuzzi to thaw out my hands and my feet a lot easier. Otherwise, the research that I've done has said, if you naturally warm your body, I stand out in the sun and get a towel and I do some calisthenics maybe, or I just sit there and move a lot. That's better for you. But on Sundays, I allow myself the luxury of getting out of this bath and getting into the jacuzzi to kind of warm things up a little quicker. And I know it's probably not as good for me, but that's something I give myself every Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm looking forward to it. That helps me to get in this bath a lot easier on Sundays and take the week to get in this tub all week long. I look forward to the Sundays. So anyway, those are some of the things that I take away from getting in this ice bath every day. And if you haven't tried it, you ought to give it a shot. So anyway, friends, take care of yourselves and come in the water. It's really nice. Take care. Bye-bye.